Thought maybe we could paint our watercolor guy, or our dragonfly. So we've got my dragonfly here. I'm going to use a medium-sized brush because I want to cover a lot of area quickly. And I've got just to show you a whole bunch of colors here. I'm going to use greens and blues, I think, but you'll be able to see kind of my process here. Move this so you can see the palette. There we go. All right. Obviously, because this is kind of, we're making it up, we could paint it whatever colors we wanted, but I'm going to go with what I feel like are kind of more traditional colors. So I'm going to start by kind of filling in some nooks. I'll probably do a couple layers on this. Just going for a slightly darker green. I'm going to add, well, first I'm going to fill in some of this area down here. So I've got this kind of, green body going, and I want to add some blue to it. So I'm going to come over, turn my palette so you can see. Come over, even though I've got some green on my brush, I'm just going to bring that over. And I'm just going to kind of touch that blue just down along the edge. Do the same thing here on the other side. And again, remember, I'm just going to kind of, I'm playing with some layers. And I'll probably come with even another layer, but this effect right in here is what I'm kind of liking. So I'm going to move now from that blue. Actually, it's a blue-green right now, so I'm going to go for just more of a solid blue. Just kind of fill in some of this. Notice how I'm just kind of jamming my brush in there. The other thing I think I'm going to do, again, I'm just thinking about this in multiple layers. I think I'm going to come back with some ink, just a black pen. And just kind of create some more details, some more effects on that. So I've got that blue. I'm actually going to use a smaller brush. I would say a medium, so kind of a medium round here. And I'm going to go for this purplish color that I've got. And I'm just going to touch some of those areas. So just kind of adding some fun color there. As far as the wings go, I think I'm going to go with a really light blue. So to create a really light blue, I'm just going to add a lot of water to what I'm painting with. I've got this black already kind of there, but that's okay. I'm just going to like I said, as long as I'm adding water to it, that's going to make that color lighter. I do not, especially with watercolors, need to add white to this. If I want to make it lighter, I can just add water. So, alright, so I've got kind of a good color there, and now I'm just going to kind of lightly paint these wings. And that's okay, you can see right now it's kind of a gray, but I'm going to add water to that, so that's going to kind of make it lighter, and I think I'm kind of feeling okay with that color. So I've got the and then I'm going to do the other side as well. So got the gray here. Now I'm going to just go ahead and turn the whole thing over and paint the underside. So just bringing that in. Paint the other side as well. Remember, you can just, instead of touching the pool of pigment that you've got, you can just touch water if you want. So if you want to keep that nice and light. So just going to touch water now. Alright, so flipping this over and having a look at it, I can see a couple places where I don't have pigment that I'm just going to kind of fill in. My goal is to not have any just plain white, you know, paper colored areas. I want to have this have complete color. I'm going to come, so as I said earlier, I'm going to have a couple layers. So I'm going to come again now with this nice dark green and just kind of fill in some of these spaces. I'm going to paint that guy right down the center. I'm going to bring this dark green kind of along this outside edge. I want you to notice too kind of how quickly I'm doing it. I mean, you can get really detailed on this if you want, but for my purposes, for what I'm doing with this piece, I don't want to worry about getting real detailed with this guy. So I've got that green there, feeling okay about it. And I'm going to turn it over. Kind of use that same darker green. Just kind of highlighting some edges. And I'm feeling okay about that. Gonna turn it back over again. And I'm gonna look and decide. I'm gonna do some more blue in here. And you can see it's kind of blending in with that purple just a little bit. I like this more intense color. Bring it up to the front of it. And I'm going to mix, as I've done before, some of this blue. So before I do that, I'm going to bring water over to it. So I've got this piece of paper wet. And now I'm going to just touch some blue into that. All right. One of the things that's kind of interesting that's happening right now is it's unfolding. So the paper is expanding and it's causing the whole thing to kind of unfold. But that's where I'm going to stop for today. Kind of added some color to our dragonfly. I'll probably add some more black and white words to it. But thanks for joining me. Have a good one.